Okay, so welcome to my workout at the fitness center, and I'll be covering cardio and strength workouts, which is by me. So the equipment I'll be using is a shoulder press, which I would be using for my strength workout, and elliptical machine, which I'll be using for my cardio workout. So before I start my strength workout, I'm gonna state some things I measured beforehand. So I'm gonna state this in the video too, but I did about 30 pounds of work, and also I had to measure my arm, which my shoulder to my arm, which is about 62 centimeters. Also, I need to say one more thing. I picked the shoulder press so I could have a straightforward motion, so I could measure my shoulder length to my arm more easier. So let's begin our strength workout. I am doing a shoulder press, and I have 30 pounds inserted. So, one, two, you know you can do it. You can do it. No, I can't. Three, four. That's $10. There it is. We'll be calculating our work during our 5 lifts during the strength workout, and our power during 1 lift. So we can start off with drawing a picture. Whoops, let me just set that size a little bit down. Then we could start drawing. So it would be something like this. Apologies for my quick sketch. Then we would be lifting it upwards. Okay, so what we're going to be finding is, as I stated before, our work during 5 repetitions. Then we also need to find our power during 1 lift. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it could be clearer. Then the next thing we would need to find, the next step, which was actually 3. Sorry. Oh no. It was actually 3 is our given. So what we're given is our force, which is 30 pounds, because that's what I pushed up during, as shown from the video. And the time for each repetition is about 0.9 seconds. Then the distance was 0.62 meters. I got this by measuring my arm, which was about 62 centimeters, except you can convert centimeters into meters, and it'll turn into be 0.62 meters. So we could also put the total, 5 repetitions, and we could also put our pounds, the pound conversion too. So 1 pound would equal to 4.5 newtons. So we can also put that in relationships, but it's okay. So our relationships for this particular, for our find, would be work equals force times distance. And we also need power equals work divided by time. So let's solve it. So first we would need to change our pounds into newtons so we could find our force for the work. So let's do that. So we will multiply 30 by 4.5 newtons per pound. So the pound cancel out, then we would get about 135 newtons. Then with our newtons, well, let me just add this right here, which we would also multiply our newtons by our distance. And let's put work 2 by 62 meters. So that's, oops, sorry. So when we multiply 135 newtons by your meters, we would get about 883.7 joules. And that will be our work, except we need to find the work for 5 repetitions. So we would have to multiply this by 5, and we would get 418.5 joules. We're not done yet because we need to find our power. So I'm just going to create this. So you need to get our equation. P equals work over time. Then our work is about 800. Our work for one lift or one repetition would be 83.7 joules. Then we have to divide that by our time, which is 0.9 seconds. Then that would give us 93 watts. Okay, off to the cardio. But I'm just gonna make some a little bit more neater. So C, then off to our cardio. Thank you.
Okay, we're now starting. So here I go.
So this is Jake. In this time, he's at 444. We're on 31 calories. Ooh, he ran 0.3 miles. That's pretty good. 186 heart rate.
Okay,
451, 452, 453,
almost 5 minutes.
454.
And I'm almost done.
457, 458, 459.
5.
5 minutes. He's cooling down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, just a quick little pointer, just so you can actually see it. So over here, it says my calories. Unfortunately, it was about, the video was in a vertical way and it was more sideways, so it's kind of hard to see. But my calorie count is 33, just to prepare before I start narrating my calculations. So now let's get to our calculations. Okay, so, whoops. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller, make my brush a little bit smaller. Then let's begin. Once we get the right proportions. Okay, so let's start with our picture. It'll look, our elliptical machine would look something like this. Where pretend it's going up. Sorry. And here's a machine. Yeah, so we're gonna be walking back and forth. So now let's show our. We'll show what we need to find. So we need to find our total energy, or ET for short, and our average power, P average for short. So now we have to give our givens. So let's see what we're given. So we're given our total energy, which is 33 calories, cal for short. This is found from the machine that displayed the amount of calories after my 5-minute workout. And we could also put our conversion from calories to joules, which we know as 4,184 joules per cal. We could also put our time, which would be T equals 5 minutes. We could also put our conversion per time, because this 1 minute is 60 seconds. Or I could put 60 seconds per minute. So now let's give our relationships. The first one is the one to find power average, which is simply work over time. Then we also need to give our energy in joules calculations, which is equal to 4,184 joules multiplied by our energy calories. And we could also put this in. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. I don't think I need to, but just in case. So we could so we could find that later. So let's just solve. Okay. So let's solve for our total joules first. How much something neater? So EG is equal to this 4,184 joules per calorie multiplied by our calories, which is 33. So the calories cancel out. Then when you multiply it, you will get 100,000. Well, this number. Sorry, I can't speak numbers right now. Then, so now we have our total energy in joules. Now we next need to find our average power. So we need to divide work over time, which would be, our work would be, as shown over here, 100,000, 138,072 joules. Okay, so since we don't want to use minutes and I want to use seconds, we convert 1 minute equals 60 seconds, so we can multiply 5 times 60, which should be about 100. 5 minutes would equal 300 seconds. So when you divide the time over the work over the time, you will get about 460.25 watts. And that's our power average. Now let me box that out, and we're done. Thank you for watching. Okay, so our energy went like this. So I first got the energy from our foods. So the energy from our foods, as shown from our little cat foods, went into me. And so now I had more energy within me. So with that energy, I went to the fitness center, and I burned it out, and all that energy became dissipated energy. And the dissipated energy was the heat around me and the air. So to sum it up, it went from food to me, and all of it became dissipated energy. Most of it was conserved because energy never gets destroyed or created, but it only gets transferred. Okay, I'd like to thank you for watching my video about my workout. So so I did narration and my workout, and my video recorders were Stanley Chan and Chua. And thank you, Mr. Murphy, for giving me this assignment. And have a good day, and goodbye.